I got kicked out of 2 different high schools. I graduated from an alternative school. Never once did I think this Dr. Damon Arnold guy existed inside of me. Now understand this, the reason why I say that is because
What's good? Hey, it's your boy, Dr. D.F. Arnold, coming to you again with another episode of The Power Plant. Remember, every Sunday and Wednesday night, I'm giving you what it is that I receive from the different situations that I've been through, and I just want to help you get through the situation that you're in. Because remember, all of us go through something, but how we go through that has to be different than how we went through it last time. See, Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing expecting a different result. So all I want to do is talk about the different things that I've been through, the different things that I've learned from, the different people that I now look at, that I'm able to be in rooms with and able to get information of how they made it through in order to give it to you. See, that's what I travel around all over the country trying to tell individuals and teams that it matters. It matters what you think about. It matters what you've been through, because the distractions were only there to teach you a lesson. See, what I understand now is distractions are actually an opportunity for you to learn something from. Everything that you go through is a gift. See, until we understand that it's a gift, I know some of the situations you like, I don't want this gift, you can take it back, return the sender. But some of the things we have to go through. See, I once heard a story about a little boy who seen an egg. And he seen this egg, and the egg it looked like it was moving around because it was a bird in it and it was trying to hatch. The bird was trying to get out and trying to hatch. So he was amazed watching this little bird as it was trying to get through this egg. And all of a sudden, the first part of half of the egg, the bird was able to get through, and so half the egg was open, and the bird you could see the wing come out, and then the other half he kicked open, and you see the leg started to come out. But then the last part, it was the last part that it seemed like it wasn't coming off, and the little boy was looking like, oh my God, maybe he's gonna get hurt. Maybe he's hurt and he can't get through that last piece. And so the little boy kept watching him, and that last piece wouldn't come off so he can release the other part of the wing. So what happened was the little boy went over and he slightly took that piece off of the wing. And this is what happened. As the little bird kind of scrambled away, that wing, it wouldn't lift up the way it needed to lift up. And so I can imagine that little bird will never be able to fly the way it needs to fly, because the little boy helped it when it didn't really need to help. Because what happened was that pushing through was only going to make it strong enough and develop that wing to where it can fly and soar to the heights that it needs to fly and soar to. So that's what I'm talking about. When we go through different situations, it is designed for us to learn something from, to be strong enough to be able to soar through whatever situation that we're going through. That's why I say it's a gift. It's a gift because when we learn from it, we're able to get into our purpose. You know, that's what I talk about. I'm always on purpose, because I believe everybody on this planet has a seed that was planted inside of them to get to their purpose. And when you get to your purpose, you're able to help the people around you get to their purpose. So that's why you have to be strong enough. And that's why the situations that you're going through are making you strong in order to get you through the next situation when you learn something from it, to get you into your purpose. Because when you're in your purpose, you help other people get into their purpose. When they're in their purpose, they help other people get in their purpose. And that's how this thing works. When we're all recognizing that we have a purpose, we have a reason for being, we have a reason that we were planted to be here, that's when we realize, and that's when we take it to the next level. See, understand this. Everything on this planet started with a thought. Everything that's developed in this world, it started with a thought. But then what happened was that person who had that thought, the difference between some people who don't end up getting to see their thoughts come into action is because they get fearful and think that it's not possible. But the people who believed it was possible, even though it got hard, See, we got to stop mistaking hard for impossible. Hard just means it's hard. Hard just means that we're going to have to push a little bit harder to get through what it is that's trying to block us. But when we get through it, we create something. See, we're creative beings. And when we create something, then the world gets to see, the world gets to be part of that thing that we created. See, all of us who have an iPhone or a Droid or whatever, Steve Jobs thought about something. He created something that now the world uses, but it started with a thought. Mark Zuckerberg, he started with a thought of wanting to create, wanting to connect the world, and he created Facebook. Bill Gates, Microsoft, Oprah Network, all of these different people who created different things. But here's the reality. See, I believe when they figured out that this was the thing that they was purposed to do, they just went hard into their purpose. And understand this, I'm sure they had people who told them, that's not possible. MySpace tried it. They couldn't do it. MySpace was it. That was it. Mark Zuckerberg said, no, I think we could do it better. Steve Jobs, Motorola was running everything. He said, no, I believe the iPhone is the newest and greatest and it can do it better. See, that thing that's inside of you, that thing that was given to you, you can do it better because the different experiences that you've been through will help so many people who will only hear your voice. I've said this before. See, it's people who hear my voice. It's people who hear Eric Thomas' voice, E.T. the hip hop preacher. It's people who hear Tony Robbins' voice. It's people who hear all of these different people's voice. But understand, there's people who only connect with certain spirits. There's people who won't hear my voice, who won't hear Tony Robbins, but there's people who will hear my voice, who will hear their voice. That's why there's people who need to hear your voice. But if you're not in position, that position where you're in your purpose, you won't be able to talk to them and speak to them when they need it. That's why it's important for you to stop allowing distractions to get you distracted away from that thing that you're supposed to do. Because that thing that you're supposed to do, we need it. We need it. It's time for you to get up and make it happen because we need it. And the reason why you keep thinking about it, the reason why you keep dreaming about it is because you know it's in you to do, and it's time for you to make it happen. It's time for you to stop playing because I always say, you don't know how much time you got on this planet. None of us do. So since you don't know how much time you got on this planet, it's time to stop wasting time, and it's time to get done that thing you're supposed to get done and realize it's going to be hard because it's trying to make you strong enough to be able to handle the next situation so you're in position to help the people that need to hear your voice, because no one will hear what it is that you're trying to say unless you speak it into existence. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's the power plan, y'all. Hey, you can live ordinary, you can live extraordinary, but choose to make a choice to live extraordinary. Peace.
I got kicked out of 2 different high schools. I graduated from an alternative school. Never once did I think this Dr. Damon Arnold guy existed inside of me. Now understand this, the reason why I say that is because decision